question for you. Okay, so you mentioned it not having a business background. So, what helped you overcome that initial doubt or fear? And what did you learn about yourself during the process of becoming a digital business owner?
Oh my gosh. It has been a big process. Oh, yeah. So I've never really kind of run a business before. I've wanted, I've started and it failed
Hmm.
because I think a business, you need someone to guide you. You
Yeah.
need someone who's done it. If you're doing it by yourself, you're always bound to fail.
Hmm.
Well, some will succeed, but you're bound to fail. But for me in this business, it has made me a different person. First of all, my social circle is massive.
Hmm.
Okay. It's so massive because of the business, because we are global. I have so many, so many, so many business partners, friends from different nationalities, and it has done so much to me. Personally, I've grown in terms of how I approach things. I've learned so much. I came in and all I could do is turn a laptop on, just go on Google, do some searches, and that's it. Now I'm well advanced, with all the training that we get. I'm here on Canva. Then I've got AI. I know AI is a big thing now,
Hmm.
but the training is there. I can use that now because before, honestly, mm-mm, computers, what my friend, I was like, when I grew up, we had no computers back in Zimbabwe at the time. So it's fine. I can just turn it on and just do a little search. That will be enough. But this business has taught me a lot: how to communicate, how to speak to others professionally, how to be a leader, how to accommodate other people. I have had my own fair challenges, my ups and downs, and I have learned not to give up, but to let the challenges teach me that lesson that they are delivering. It might be painful, it might not be what I want, but I feel like with every challenge, I have grown. And with that, every challenge, I have challenged myself to come out and understanding that as a business owner in this business, you don't wait for someone to cheer you up. You cheer yourself up and you get yourself up and move forward. If you have the passion, especially if you want to start this business, we always say, is this what you're passionate about? Always consider your passion. Is this for you? With passion, you can drive it to the next level. You
Hmm.
can bring it to an unexplainable places, and you yourself can grow in a way that you never thought you would grow. I never thought I would meet people that would help me understand who I am and give me the confidence to be here, because before I never did Facebook. I was one of the shy people that would say, oh, Facebook, just put a picture of some flowers and that's it, and I'm gone. But now I feel I have the confidence to be on here and have the confidence to speak about the business, to let other parents out there know that this business is a true opportunity for the freedom, for family time, for anything that you really wish for. You just come in and everything is here. You just have to knock the door and you get it opened. But you have to knock first and make that step. So it has given me courage. The biggest of all is courage and self esteem, confidence. I don't know. I'll probably carry on and on about this and forget what I said and come back to it. But what I really want to say is it helps you grow
Hmm.
financially, family wise, personally, and every corner skill wise. You know, there's so many aspects of the business that will help you and mold you into the person that you want to be.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that. And I totally agree with you because, many times, when we start this online business, journey, we, at the beginning, we think it's only about the financial part of it. But once we are inside, we realize that there's so much more that we get from this business. And like you mentioned, your social circle is expanded now, it's massive. And that's because, we have a global online community. Before you only had your small circle in the UK and Zimbabwe,
Mm.
but now,
Yeah.
you have around the globe. I mean, we have met now,
Yeah.
so it's a new connection. And that's, how, because of the collaboration, we also do, when we do lives, or, when we communicate in our communication app. When we have questions, that's when you get to meet other people, because sometimes, you might be working like late at night, and
Mm.
the people that are available in your area, they might be sleepy already. However, because we are a global online community, someone from another part of the world, there is daytime for them, so they will answer to your question, and there you go, a new connection, new friendship is born. And it is amazing, when you got the opportunity to travel to the conventions and you get to meet them in person,
True.
not only, through the screen or through the chat, so that's a good thing, like to be able, and when you go to those connections, not only you meet the people that through the connections, but also you get to meet new people in those conventions that you find along the way. So that's another thing amazing. And you also mentioned, like, um, if for some, I love the way that you say, like, you only have to knock the door, and that's true. It's kind of like you have to cross that fence, but I love the way that you say you have to knock the door. So that means you have to ask. Okay, ask information, and then once you
Mm.
ask information, you can open the door and start your journey. So I love that analogy, so thank you for sharing that. And it's true, this is an amazing opportunity, especially for parents, to take advantage. And like we mentioned, it's not only about the financial part of it. It's also, you're growing as a person. Now you're more open to see opportunities in front of you that before you were not.
Mm.
Now you're open. Your mindset is more open. You're not so focused on the problem and victim mindset. Now you're trying to you're more into the side of, finding solutions, learning from those
Mm.
lessons, and those lessons will take you, farther. So it's a different kind of um mentality that we learn here, because you start being as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs take risk, entrepreneurs are always feeding their mindset. They're always like learning. And that's what we do in this business, especially that we are in the digital world. You always have to keep learning, keep up with the technology out there. And that's one of the beauty that we have in our training. Our training is always updating, with the new
Yeah.
trends out there. So and it's so easy to follow because it's video based train. You can pause it, do pause, and if you need to go back and rewatch it, you can rewatch it. And even, like, if you have questions, we have the community, we have the mentor, we have a mentor and coach. And that's the other thing, that you don't have to pay for a mentor. You only
No.
pay the 149 membership fee at the beginning, and then you have the mentor for the rest of your journey. Because, when I found out this opportunity, actually I was about to join another opportunity, but this one
Oh.
came. And then when I saw, I say, okay, bye to the other one, good to this one. Because, um on the other one, like you mentioned, it's hard when you have to do it on your own,
Mm.
because you don't know, especially, doing something like it's totally new for us, business,
Mm.
and we have never done before. Find finding all the information on our own, like you mentioned, yes, there might be some people that might be able to do it, but it will take longer for them to do it, you know. And there might be some people that, you know, they just give up because they get so frustrated. So it's not easy, but when you have that blueprint, when you have that guidance, you know, from a mentor, from a coach, that makes a huge difference, you know. And that's what we have here. And you don't have to pay for that, because on the other one, that's what I was going to mention. And the other one, if I wanted to have a mentor, and let's say I paid for a mentor for 1 month, it was only for 1 month. After the month was
Oh,
ended, I was on my own again.
that was it.
So
Oh,
so that's, you know, it's not really, you know,
not good.
good business. So
No.
when I found this one that you have a mentor all the way, that I say yes. Why? Because, you know, I started to build, you know, like I say, I wanted to find a solution, you know, to be able to leave my industry and retire early.
Mm.
But so I was trying print on demand, so I started with those stores, but the commissions were not that great because, of course, they take the most of the money for
The
them.
money. Yeah.
So then I decided to, you know, kind of like build it on my own. So working, I was a wholesale, and started. So I started to build my website, and that's not easy.
No,
So
it's not.
no, it's not. Um, so yeah, so we are so lucky that, you know, here in this community we have all the training, all the tools, you know, that will give you that support to be able to succeed.